We'll do it again. So see, don't worry about yours. I just wanted to. Thank you. You look festive, yeah. Yeah, and you're wearing green. You know, it's okay, it's a form. Oh. Good evening and welcome to the regular business meeting of the Scarborough School Board of Education. The date is Thursday, December 16th, 2021. Can we have the attendance, please? Sure.
Mrs. Giftis,
Here.
Ms. Castellanos, excuse this evening, Mr. Kelleher,
Here.
Ms. Leong,
Here.
Mrs. Lindstrom,
Here.
Mr. Peony Huff,
Here.
Mrs. Turner,
Here.
Ms. Giftis,
Here.
and Ms. Bertulia.
Perfect, thank you. Can I have everyone join me for the Pledge of Allegiance?
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right, agenda item 4.0 is adjustments to the agenda. Do we have any adjustments this evening?
No adjustments this evening?
Agenda item 5.0 is public comments on the agenda. Is there anybody looking to make public comments this evening? Okay. As a reminder regarding public comments, please address your comments to me as the chair. Please state your full legal name and your address before speaking and limit yourself to 3 minutes.
All right, good evening. My name's Chris. I've been here on previous meetings. I'm glad to see the plexiglass portion of this drama has ended. I see a few new masks on the panel tonight, and I'm urging the new members to take some action on establishing metrics for when the mask mandate ends. I've been asking since September for someone within this group to provide those metrics. I watch the meeting streams each month, and I've yet to see anyone address my questions via an agenda item or report. As the old adage says, if you can't measure it, you can't improve it. Right now, we're at a point of just blindly kicking with no goalposts in sight. Maybe that's by design. I previously provided this group with facts, data, and statistics from peer-reviewed studies to support my position on the ineffectiveness of masks and their associated harms for children. This group offered no studies that justify a universal masking policy, primarily because none exist according to both the WHO and the CDC. Yet the district continues to engage in this harmful practice. Why is that? Perhaps it's because the board thinks they are helping and feel obligated to do something. Staff have vaccinations available. Students have vaccinations available, yet masks are still mandated. Who are the masks helping at this point? The district communications on COVID do nothing more than perpetuate fear and create confusion. The raw numbers in the emails and dashboards, which thankfully continue to be low, add no value as they lack context. Case count is no longer a significant or relevant statistic as treatments are available. I'm not asking for private or protected medical information. Rather, I seek clarification as to whether the positives are asymptomatic, who only know they are positive because of a testing protocol. This critical detail provides beneficial insight as opposed to leaving it up to the reader to make inferences. Those details are helpful in realizing that most district cases are likely asymptomatic positives because of a testing protocol, not because someone is symptomatic and seeking a test. Does anyone on the board know how many district positives have been symptomatic or required hospitalization? That would be a relevant data point to include. Colorado, who has a higher daily COVID positivity than Maine, declared the pandemic over earlier this week. Districts in Maine, as well as nearby states, have also accepted that reality and ended the school mask mandates. Let's get back to normal for the sake of our kids and their learning. If people choose to continue wearing masks because they want to, so be it, as that's their choice. Give people the freedom to choose. COVID is here forever, so please stop pretending like it can be eliminated. COVID zero is not a realistic or achievable goal. Life is full of risk decisions. All of us took the risk of driving here tonight in poor conditions. It's past time to end the mask mandate and get on with life. Thank you for your time.
Chris. Thank you. Before you sit down, would you mind sharing with us for the record your full legal name and your address?
I prefer not to.
Okay. All right. We will move on to agenda item. Well, first off, is there anybody online that would like to make public comment? Thank you. Seeing no others, I'm going to go ahead and close that for this evening. Agenda item 6.0 is the Scarborough Education Foundation update. We have Colleen Amon with us tonight to give us that update. Thank you so much for joining us.
So as Shannon said, my name is Colleen Ammon. I'm the current vice president for the Scarborough Education Foundation. Thanks for having us. I understand there was a glitch last month, so thanks for having us back. Hopefully you're all already familiar with us, but we know that there were some new school board members, so we wanted to take the opportunity to provide an update, introduce ourselves, and kind of share a little bit more about us. But before that, I'm just going to read our mission statement, which is on one of our slides here. So the Scarborough Education Foundation connects the generosity of our community with the creativity of our educators to invest in improving the learning outcomes of students of Scarborough Public Schools. So we've been raising money for grants, and the monies that are raised are intended to provide support to teachers to fund innovative ideas whose funding falls outside of the regular budget. And since we began, we have funded almost $250,000 in grants, which is really exciting. We're really excited about the possibility of reaching that $250,000, possibly in 2022. Recently, we did receive, so with our fall grant cycle, we received about $20,000 worth of grant requests. And so we just finished reviewing those grants. We just had a grants committee meeting last week, and we will be announcing the fall grant recipients next week. So before the break, the teachers who submitted grants that were deemed eligible will be notified next week. I also want to take the opportunity just for name recognition to share our current board of directors. So our current president is Michelle West. As I said, I'm Colleen Ammon. I'm the current vice president. John Ducey is our treasurer and grants chair. Freyla Tarpinian is our governance chair, and Kristen Roy is secretary. And then this next slide is just, it's just kind of fun. It shares again, our excitement over what we've funded. And so just to share, some of these pictures, there was a Wentworth Buddy Bench that is represented here, the Wentworth Warrior Challenge, a Wentworth Story Walk, the climbing wall at Pleasant Hill School, and then magnificent homespun brown books being presented by the Civil Rights Club. So that was kind of a neat one because it was the high school Civil Rights Club working with the K-2 schools in Scarborough and doing a Zoom. So they presented the book and then to all the students, and then they did a Zoom with the author. So that was kind of neat because it linked a couple of, different age groups and different schools. So, and then, so like I said, we raised a lot of money to fund these grants. And so we just want to share a few ways that people can support Scarborough Education Foundation. One is our annual appeal, which was kicked off on November 30th, and people can support that through Facebook and our website. We also have an Amazon Smile account now. So especially with the holidays, if people are doing any Amazon shopping, they can designate us in that Amazon Smile piece, and we get a percentage, or I'm not exactly sure how it works, but we get something back. So that's just an easy way to support us. In years past, we've done teacher appreciation or something at the year end or around the holidays. And we're going to be looking to doing something like that again. So you can look for some information coming out in 2022, which will be our next opportunity to support us. But otherwise, I'd really like to thank you again for letting us be here. We also really want to recognize the 100% support with our annual appeal from the school board. So thank you all for supporting us. We really do appreciate that. So I don't know if anybody has any questions.
I'd like to say thank you for donating your time. And giving us the update. I've missed hearing, and I'd love to see, the projects that the organization supports. We all know that we need the supplemental opportunity to support the schools, and it's really fun to watch the ways that you've been giving back. So thank you for that.
Sure, thanks. And actually, just to reference that, Alicia, we do have a Facebook page. So that's another great way for people to, to just get those updates. And, if we have pictures of the teachers receiving the grants or when we're, presenting it, those are on Facebook too. So it can be another opportunity for the community to keep up to date on what we're doing.
Very good. Thank you so much, Colleen. Does
Sure.
anybody else have comments or questions?
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much. Agenda item 7.0 is new business. 7.1 are the meeting minutes of December 2nd, 2021. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes as presented?
Second.
Any discussion? Oh, we're good. even though- Oh, fantastic. So we can raise hands to vote. So it would be an all in favor of approving the minutes. Fantastic. All right. Agenda item 7.2 is the middle school donations. So Jeff, I'll turn it to you.
Yeah, this is very exciting. I just wanted to, so as part of your packet, we had robotics kit donations at the middle school. So facilitated by one of our parents, Andy Gosham, and our tech and engineering teachers, Scott and Rob, received a donation of 3 robotics kits from the Navy. And the value of this donation is approximately $1,385. And includes, and there's a couple of links here too that are included in the packet on the email that was shared from Kathy and from Dave down at the middle school. So 2 of the puffer fish kits at $250 each, 1 of the trigger fish kits, $725, and then a power supply at $160. So I'm assuming those are robotic puffer fish and trigger fish. But no, we're really excited. And again, more hands-on technology for our kids at the middle school.
Very good. That's wonderful. So do I have a motion to approve the middle school donation?
So move.
Second. Any discussion? All right. Well, thank you for that wonderful donation. I'm sorry. Andy, huh? Yeah, I guess, yes. But you said his name was.
Andy Gosham is the parent, and then actually the naval officer responsible for the donation is Dr. Paul Miller at the Naval Architecture and Marine Engineering in New London, Connecticut.
Well, I know that is a, we accept that gratefully. So we will go ahead and vote. All in favor of accepting this donation? All right, very good. All right, 7.3, agenda item 7.3 are appointments. 7.3.1 is the Wentworth School Occupational Therapist.
Yes, so Wentworth School Occupational Therapist. We're nominating Brandy Knapp to fill this position. Ms. Knapp received her Bachelor's of Science degree in Health Science from the University of Southern Maine, as well as her Master's degree in Occupational Therapy. She's recently been subcontracted with both Westbrook Schools as an occupational therapist and with Southern Maine Pediatric Therapies in Wyndham.
Good. All right, do I have a motion to approve the Wentworth School Occupational Therapist appointment?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All right, all in favor of the appointment? All right. Agenda item 7.3.2 is the Wentworth School Special Education Teacher. This is a 1-year position.
Yeah, so Catherine Fisher has been selected to fill this one-year position. Ms. Fisher earned her bachelor's of architecture degree from Roger Williams University and her master's of science degree in special education from USM. She has been a special education teacher in several Maine communities, including Tennants Harbor, Rockport, Rockland, Belfast, and has also spent 1 year at Wentworth School. She has also taught in St. Croix in the US Virgin Islands. And why she's back in Maine was my first question. Must be for the weather.
Must be. All right. Do I have a motion to approve the Wentworth School Special Education Teacher one-year position? So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All right, all in favor? All right. Agenda item 7.3.3 is the high school assistant indoor track coach.
So that is a $1,000 stipend booster funded. And our name for the assistant coach for track is Alan Cornwall.
Do I have a motion to approve the high school assistant indoor track coach?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All right, all in favor of the appointment? All right, and just like that, agenda item 8.0 is adjournment. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second. Is there any discussion? All right, before we vote, I just wanted to wish everybody a wonderful holiday season, and I'm looking forward to the new year. Hard to believe when we get back together, it'll be the new year. All right, all in favor of adjournment?